welcome. I am Abiola Abrams, founder of womanifesting.com and author of the upcoming Hay House book, African Goddess Initiation. So today we are talking about fear of failure. Fear of failure, fear of success, how this may be impacting your life, holding you back, holding you forward, and what to do about it. So let's get into some gratitude and let's begin. Let somebody know that you are here in Goddess Temple Sunday. Put some positivity on your timeline. Put some positivity. My Facebook people, hit the share button. Put some positivity on your timeline. And let's begin. Yes, happy Goddess Temple Sunday. And happy May. I thought I was going to get to go outside, but it's a little bit rainy in New York today, so we are bringing the outside inside. Happy May, happy spring, happy Goddess Temple Sunday. My beautiful sister, who I love dearly, my heart and my soul, from college, she says, I never fail because I never try anything new. We're going to be talking about that, my beautiful sister. I see you. Good morning. All right, so let's get into some gratitude and then let's get this party started, okay? Because we have a lot to cover today, all right? Yes? Yes, okay. All right, so let's just close our eyes right now. And let's just breathe. Yes. Oh, yes. Let's connect with each other around this big, beautiful globe with just the fact that we woke up today. Like, how amazing is that? How incredible is that? Let's just breathe. Nice big inhale and exhale. In through the nose and out through the mouth. One more beautiful inhale and exhale. And now let's just tune into this energy of this beautiful sisterhood. If you're just joining us for the first time, I'm Abiola, and this is Goddess Temple Sunday. And we are a sisterhood, a personhood, a humanhood of folks who know that our best days are ahead of us, not behind us. So let's just tune in around the globe to the energy of all who are here presently, all who will watch this in the future, all who maybe have watched this in the past. We don't know, right? Ah, yes. And let's just connect now around this beautiful circle. Just lean in and take the hand energetically of the sister to the left of you. Yes. Okay. Maybe she's over there in Ohio with my beautiful sister, Caitlin. Yes. Okay. Now take the hand energetically of the beautiful sister to the right of you. Maybe she is in the Northern Territory of Australia. Whew, and let's just tune in together, and we begin with Mother, Father, God. Thank you so very much for bringing us together on this beautiful, beautiful Sunday morning for a new moment, a new day, a new week, and a new adventure. Thank you for reminding us that if we were chosen for another day on this beautiful world that we have been gifted, that our work here is not yet complete, that we are still in the game and still have magnificent things to bring forward. Thank you for reminding us that we are not alone, that we are together, that we are legion, and helping us to find each other on this big, beautiful planet. Please continue to guide us and keep us to guide our thoughts and our actions, and let us know at any moment in time where you would have us go, what you would have us do, what you would have us say, and to whom. And for this, we are so very grateful. And in your name, we say, Amen, Ashe, and so it is, and so it is, and so it is, and so it is, and so it is. Yes, okay, so let's get this party started. Hello, Goddess Allison. Hello, Goddess Michelle. Hello, Goddess Shannon. Hello, Goddess Benice. Hello, Goddess Arising. Lotus, she is in Mexico. Hola, yes. Hello, Goddesses. Let's get this party started. So we are talking about fear of failure, and I, like many of you, probably intimately know the fear of failure. I was having a beautiful conversation with one of my mentors, Colette Baron Reed. She is awesome. Check her out if you don't know her. She's a Hay House author and Oracle card deck creator. She is incredible. She scooped me up, took me under her wing. She said she's been watching Goddess Temple Sunday with us on the low for a long time. So to all those watching on the low, hello. And we were talking about my new book that is coming out, African Goddess Initiation, July 20th. It's available now for pre-sale, but it comes out on July 20th. And she said, she was like, oh my gosh, are you excited? This is an incredible book. She wrote a beautiful testimonial and has been incredibly supportive. And I said, I am terrified. I was like, I am terrified. I'm scared. You know, she was like, are you excited? Yes, I'm excited, but I'm excited and I am terrified. And actually, this was right before she read the book. And then after she read the book, she said, I understand why you are terrified, because this is some stuff in here. She was like, this goes deep and thorough and huge, and this is a massive undertaking, and this is incredible. And yes, I understand why you are scared. And I think that why I was feeling terrified, a big part of it is that I feel that this book, not more than any other before, but this book in the present moment for me was a divine assignment, you know, that I was given to write this book, to bring forward, you know, these ancestral stories, these ancestral rituals, to be a griot, storyteller, creator who's continuing the lineage that I've been given. And that is a huge undertaking. And I'm sharing that only to let you know that even though it is scary, even though it was scary, even though it continues to be scary, you do it afraid. I am willing to do it afraid. Type that into the comments. I am willing to do it afraid. Yes, I'm willing to do it afraid. You don't wait. Hello, Goddess Liliana. You don't wait until you're not afraid. You don't wait until, you know, and I know that as well, that struggle as well, you know, that, you know, we can become afraid of failure in any aspect of our lives, in, you know, our personal lives. If you have, you know, if you're afraid of failing in a relationship, your relationship with your partner, your relationship with your significant other, your relationship with extended family members, you know, we have to be willing to do it afraid. Otherwise we get stuck. And year passes, and we wake up and it feels like, oh my God, where did the time go? Let me know in the comments, if you just type in, where did the time go? If you ever felt like that. I feel like I have 5 unaccounted for years in my life. Talk about where did the time go? 5 unaccounted for years. And where the time went was that those were times where I did not show up for myself, which is a consequence of fear of failure, that we do not show up for ourselves. We either procrastinate, or we build it into perfectionism, or as my good sis Goddess Caitlin said, you know, she feels like, well, we don't try anything new and we don't have to worry about it. Yes, where did the time go? Goddess Liliana says, Goddess Caitlin says, where did the time go? Rising Lotus says, where did the time go? Yes, where did the time go? She said, Dios mío, where did the time go? Yes, where did the time go? But it's okay, because if we are here today, if you woke up today, you are not too old and it is not too late. Type that in the comments. You are not too old, and it is not too late. Sometimes fear of failure can look like fear of what other people are going to think. Fear of other people laughing at us, fear of other people saying, oh my goodness, I can't believe that they did that. Here's the thing. They're going to do that anyway. They don't even believe in themselves. You expect them to believe in you? They're going to do that anyway. Right this minute, folks are laughing at anyone that you can think of who you admire. Whether it is, Michelle Obama, Jill Biden, Oprah Winfrey, whoever you admire, there is someone right now who is laughing at them. There's someone right now who feels like, oh, well, they're inadequate. There was a whole discussion about Dr. Jill Biden and whether she should be allowed to call herself doctor. And she is Dr. Jill Biden. She got her PhD. She earned that. So wondering what other people think of us is not going to get us anywhere. It's not going to move us forward. It's going to keep us stuck. You are not too old and it's not too late. Type that in the comments. Even if you are watching this on replay, type it in the comments. I am not too old and it is not too late. I am not too old and it is not too late. You have to live your life and show up for yourself. Like I said, they're laughing at you already. Whoever they are, whoever the they is going to be. There are miserable people in the world, but there are more joyful people. And I know sometimes it doesn't feel like that because sometimes it feels like the miserable people are louder. But who are you attracting towards you? Who are you putting out the energy and pulling towards you? Are you pulling toward you more negative people, or are you pulling towards you the people that are going to say, yes, okay, I'm on a path, you're on a path, we're on two different paths, but we're going to figure it out together, and I'm rooting for you like I am rooting for me. Type that in the comments. I am rooting for you like I am rooting for me. I am rooting for you like I am rooting for me. We always have a choice at any moment, whether to show up for ourselves or whether to hide and shrink and, figure out, be fearing in another 5 years or 5 years after that, where did the time go? Where did the time go? Because time is going to move forward. The question is, are we? Are you going to move forward? Whether it is in your relationships, whether it is in your, your job, your business, your career, if you have one, whether it is in how you take care of your family. And showing up for yourself means something totally different to each and every one of us. So for you, our sister in Mexico, the way that she shows up for herself may be totally different than someone else. Maybe her vision is to have a worldwide brand where she is on stages, and that's how she's planning to show up for herself. For our sister who's in Chicago, maybe the way that she wants to show up for herself is to show up daily for her family and be present. And that by itself is moving forward. That is the most important job that there is. And so you are not too old. It is not too late. You always have a choice. Type into the comments, I always have a choice. Our goddess of the day, I'm going to start doing every Sunday a goddess of the day. Our goddess of today is a goddess. Her name is either Wala or Wala. Wale, or Walu. She is the goddess, the sun woman, who is venerated by the people in the Northern Territory of Australia. And she's actually my goddess affirmation card deck, which I am finally redesigning. I know I've been talking about it for 2 years, but I'm finally redesigning them. She's in this deck of goddess affirmation cards. And the affirmation on this card, the goddess of the sun, is it's fun to live on purpose. Type into the comments, I now choose to live on purpose. I am choosing to live on purpose. I'm choosing to live on purpose. And so what I want you to think about if you are experiencing fear of failure is make a list of what are the things that you're afraid of. And if you have been kind of out of touch with yourself for a while, you may not even know. If you've been risk averse, if you've been in a place where, okay, you don't have to risk anything or you haven't been risking anything, you may not even know. But what is it that you are afraid of? And then I want you to ask yourself why. Yes, it's fun to live on purpose. Yes, I choose to live on purpose. Yes, very good, Goddess D. Monique. Yes, it's true. I know I now choose to live on purpose. Yes, I now choose to live on purpose. I now choose to live on purpose. It's fun to live on purpose. What are you afraid of, and why are you afraid of those things? Thomas Edison, there's a famous quote that people bring up in all conversations of failure, where people say, Thomas Edison said, I haven't failed. I have figured out 10,000 ways that it won't work. So maybe in some areas of our lives, we figured out 10,000 ways it won't work. Let me tell y'all, I figured out 10,000 ways that relationships will not work. I've done the legwork. Put into the comments if you have figured out 10,000 ways that something will not work. I have figured out 10,000 ways that it won't work. Cherie said, I figured out 10,000 ways that conversations with my mother will not work. Yes, I have figured out 10,000 ways that it will not work. But it goes deeper than that. See, because Thomas Edison is who we talk about, but the actual inventor of the light bulb as we know it was Lewis Latimer, the black man who worked in his studio, who was a partner with him. But we don't learn about Lewis Latimer. So the 10,001 way that Thomas Edison figured out how to make it work was to take Lewis Latimer's idea. So the lesson for us in that is not to go steal somebody else's idea. But the 10,001 way to make it work is maybe you need to get support. Go get a coach, get a therapist, take a class, find out what you are into. Get support of someone who has done the things that you are wanting to do. That's the 10,001 way to make it work. The 10,001 way to make it work. Goddess Caitlin says the mother conversation. Yes. A Rising Lotus said, I have figured out 10,000 ways why I can't be a good partner. Woo, that is powerful. Yes. 10,000 ways that it won't work. The 10,001 way. Edison got Lewis Latimer to get some support, get some more information. Yes, somebody said, own the lab. Yes, figure out a way to get the information that you need if it is information that you're lacking. A lot of times it's not information. A lot of times you got the information, you got certifications, you got degrees, you got all of that. All right, but it is just you realizing what I realized on this book journey, where I was terrified, like I said, and did it anyway, hearing and realizing, the divine is within me and I will not fail. The divine is within me and I will not fail. What does that mean? Because we will fail. If you live long enough and you try anything, unless you don't try anything, like our sister said, but if you try anything, yes, you will fail. You'll fall on your face. Of course you will. But what does that mean? It means that failure is not what we perceive it to be. It means that we fail forward. The divine is within me, and I will not fail. Affirm that. Type it in the comments. The divine is within me and I will not fail. You who are watching on replay, also type it in the comments. The divine is within me and I will not fail. The divine is within me and I will not fail. I will not fail. So even if I fall on my face, if I fall, on my face 7 times and I get up 8, you have not failed. The divine is within you. You will not fail. The divine is within you. You will not fail. And every single religious tradition talks about this. Every single religious tradition talks about, okay, the divine is within you and you will not fail. Fall down 7 times, get up 8. You will be helped at the break of day. What does that mean? You will be helped at the break of day. It means, just like with the sun woman, what her story is, for the indigenous people in the Northern Territory of Australia is that the Sun Woman, she had her two sisters with her. She had her sister and her sister-in-law, and they were a trio, and they were about rising the sun, making the sun rise. And it wasn't working out because one of her sisters was just making it too hot. So she had to get her to stand back, and then she was able to do it herself. She put the sun in the bag, and while waiting for the moon to be gone every day, and then let the sun out, let the sun rise, and putting on her red and yellow ochre, her makeup on her face, it became the sunrise. So what does that mean? It means that the divine was within her. She was the divine, and she will not fail. You will be helped at the break of day. The break of day is when you choose to move forward. When you wake up and you say, okay, I am going to do it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to take a chance. I'm going to learn something new. I'm going to try something new. I'm going to experiment. I'm going to experience something new. Goddess Shannon says, I'm not too old. My story is powerful. I am a healer and my words are healing. Yes. Affirm it. Beautiful. Yes. This is your time. This is your time. So after you figure out, okay, what is it that I'm afraid of? Ask yourself, why am I afraid of this? Why am I afraid? What is the worst that could happen? What will happen? Okay, so if it is, for example, a job or something that you are afraid of going for, a business you're afraid of starting, what's the worst that could happen? Like, just imagine it, just see it. Okay, I will start this business and I will be laughed out of my family, or, I will be destitute and live on the street. And then what will happen? And then what? Just keep asking yourself, and then what? And then what? And then what? And then I will figure it out. I will figure it out. Type into the comments, I will figure it out. Why? Because the divine is within you and you will not fail. So no matter what happens, you will figure it out. You got here. You're here, this moment. Against all odds, against all that tried to stop you, against all that tried to kill you, against all that tried to hold you back, against every statistic, against every whatever it is. I don't know, whatever your journey is, you are here at this moment. And so whatever the worst moment, worst idea, worst part of it that you can imagine, the worst thing, you will figure it out. You will figure it out and you will keep moving forward. You will figure it out. Type into the comments, I will figure it out. You will not fail. So figure out, ask yourself 3 questions. What am I afraid of? What am I afraid will happen? What's the worst that could happen? And then ask yourself, what is the best that could happen? What's the best that could happen? Oh my goodness. So the best that could happen in my scenario of writing African Goddess Initiation, Sacred Rituals for Self-Love, Joy, Prosperity, and Joy. The best that could happen is that the people, you, that I wrote this book for, the people, you, that I transmitted this book for, because I didn't write it, it came through me, this book that, I downloaded, that came through me. The best that could happen is that it makes its way to you, and that it is sacred healing medicine for you, that it is exactly what it was designated to be. That is the best that could happen, and that you are able to find relief and joy, that you are able to tune into your self-love, that you are able to tune into your self-care, that you are able to continue to rise and shine like the sun. That is the best that can happen. Type into the comments, the best that could happen is that I rise and shine. The best that can happen is that I rise and shine. The best that could happen is that I rise and shine. So Goddess of Rising Lotus says success is okay. What is she afraid of? Success. What is the worst that could happen? It doesn't launch. What is the best that could happen? I change many lives. Yes, yes, you rise and shine. The divine is within you. You will not fail. You will be supported in the morning with the sunrise, just like Goddess Wale, or Walu, of the people of the Northern Territory of Australia. The divine is within us and we will not fail. This is our moment, whether it is moment 10,001 or 10,002, whether you fell down 7 times or 8 times, you're getting up 8 or 9. This is your moment. You can do it. We are doing it. This is our time. We don't want to be having the same conversation and realize that another 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, a week passed. This is the moment. This is the time. You were born for a time such as this. Are you receiving that today, gorgeous? Are you receiving that? Come on. This is the time. This is the moment. Yes. Not Impressed says the best that can happen is that I rise and shine. Goddess Shannon says I figured out 20,000 ways that avoiding myself and my truth doesn't work. So now she is rising and shining. Goddess Chloe Annabelle is rising and shining. Goddess Afua Danzo is rising and shining. Goddess Kira is rising and shining. Yes! This is the day that we are making a change, a tiny change, just being willing to see what we can do differently, willing to make a shift, willing to say, okay, this is time 10,001 and I am ready. I am the person, I am the human, I am the woman who is showing up for myself and showing up for my life, and I'm willing for life to show out for me. Yes. I want you to pass this video on, but before that, I want you to receive it for yourself and ask yourself those 3 questions, and I cannot wait to see what you do next. Join me on Wednesday on the Hay House social channels, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Hay House, Facebook, and Instagram. We're going to do some EFT tapping on this exact topic, okay? Yes? Yes, happy Goddess Temple Sunday. Thank you so much for joining me for this beautiful conversation. You got this. You got